Nagaland Sarkar laga fasla kude tai khanbra 147 contract assistant professor ge regularize guria opor bishi aspiring youths khanbra mon kushi naba chunaishe idu mamla opore higher education minister Timjin Imla Alongbra itu laga decision ge defend kurigina koishe ki contract teachers khando bishi salbra serve kurigina ahishe aro daikan regularization deserve kure koishe idu opor Combined Technical Association Nagaland aro Nagaland NET Qualified Forum khanbra April 19 day press conference rakhishe Megdaline Coaching Centre Liri Kohima de aro minister ke backdoor appointment laga actual definition opor sawal kurishe IB to laga detailed report saisabo.
Then regarding the emotional and practical aspect that the minister has mentioned, he contradicts himself when he says that he is not acting emotionally but on practicality. Here he emphasized on the contractual teachers who were employed on meager salaries, looking at their welfare. However, we should keep in mind that all of these teachers, whether it's a bigger salary or a larger amount of salary, they did sign their contracts. They knew what they were getting into. And so the issue here is not about the amount of salary. The question here is not about the amount of salary. And it is in fact, they are more fortunate than the unemployed qualified aspirants who have not been given the chance to give the exam. Then he also talked about the shortage of teachers. Now this shortage crisis is not a crisis that is created by the aspirants. It is a direct result of the government's failure to uphold its responsibilities, and the aspirants are not to be held responsible for these existing gaps in the education system. They are in fact striving to fill them through a proper recruitment. Then regarding the proper platform and grievances, over the years, NNQF, CTAN, and many other organizations have sent appeals, memorandums, press release, and have also visited the concerned minister regarding this backdoor appointment issue. However, they were not addressed. Therefore, prior to the protests, all of this series of memorandums and exchange of letters and visits have taken place, and therefore the protest was the last resort. So we would like to also question what is the proper platform then after this. Then we also find that the ANGCTA has united to call the ANGCTA, the All Nagaland Government College Teachers Association. They have called for solidarity from their faculty and their students on Monday for a protest to show solidarity to their absorption and regularization. We have also seen a notification that was circulated by the Science College principal, signed on 17th April 2025, informing the faculty and students to join the protest at Directorate of Higher Education on Monday, 21st April 2025. So here we find that there is some forced consent. We feel that there is some manufactured consent, and the students are also being used as shields to protect the employment of some teachers, which is questionable. Then the minister also mentioned, while describing the reason why they absorbed the contractual appointments, talking about their welfare, and he also mentioned that whether qualified or not qualified, that is not the main issue. That is what he said, whether qualified or not qualified. The issue is, that is a very a huge concern. When he says whether one is qualified or not is a huge concern, because when we have to give CSE, one has to qualify MA NET. You're not eligible to sit for the exam if you're not qualified, right? So that's one concerning issue. And also the other thing is that the issue here is not whether someone is qualified or has been teaching and has years of experience. It is the mode of appointment that we are challenging. It has not been held through the CSE exam. So these are some of our concerns and some of our responses to his interview.
Minister does not want to meet us. From our side also, we are not interested in meeting him. We are not at all interested in meeting him. What one key demand is to he answer to me. Taki log paule, taki jana kutha pule, ku interest to man. Jada man ki demand was government ki kwaze 17 December ladu order to revoke kruwe. Aro jiulu kuro lage to. Aro 2016 pichide appoint kura kan 06 2016 pichide appoint kura hangidu ji ulivi agide konishna kina hola teacher crisis ho teacher la crisis itia exam iku disturb goli noi tangi remove kuri pona ha ta la appointment clearly likhina ase ta 12 months karne ase aro itu time de to post kan do NPSC wa feel mina ai jabuli pare do teachers kan FA ko student FA ko la question iku bi nai tare aro agide rule number NPSC rule number 94 clearly likhina so post kan do 12 months agide retirement naho agide rule hisab ti do NPSC de pathabo lage itu han pura follow korisi bole to teacher crisis ki tebi na thake aro post sanction post nai wase post creation gobi to sanction post hojisu itya post sanction tan creation where creation should be sent to NPSC for open examination aro itya mal itu all Nagaland case all Nagaland government teachers association kan aro Kohima college la principal hamra circular day ase day 21 de sob mano ahina office la bahar de itu appointment to observe kori garne support dibi bina diase sabi itu la de the minister is saying that if we are continuing on Monday people are having vested interest was mane politics khilule man tak tuna bole bale se sabi man peacefully protest kore se itu student gan ahile ki ho outcome bi ase no hoy pichile hule mo itabe ko ase jodi ki incident hule the concerned minister will be responsible okay of course from our side we will be very peaceful hule student gan ita graduation kore ga tam khun gorom dage jaina ki hoise bole do tai responsible hore mone to direct straight ko ase mande man bi coalition peaceful bole se mande dibi aro I want to make an appeal amma han will be example like Naga Mothers Association will be man kure to amne hotai pratna kore theke nijor la pachang gane to this time man ekta movement kore je ahina man ge support dikhabi na amma baba han will be mone to appeal kore mola se nohole to this time la regular hui jaisi bole to department alag khanu sob line de je backdoor appointment hangi regular bole la line de je to gane itu hole na diuli gane apne sob ke appeal kore je 21 de ahina man ge support dikhabi na apne ge appeal kore je
This case against the backdoor appointees from the NLTV side was filed in 2018, right? Now we took all the subjects, all the departments together. However, in 2022, based on the court dismissed the case, not based on its merit, but based on maintainability, meaning that there are certain technicalities that we have to address, and then they gave us the liberty to refile again. So in 2022 December, we refiled the case again, taking into account all those technicalities, where one of the criteria was that if I'm a sociology student, I challenge the sociology post. If it's political, with the right qualifications, you are challenging your respective posts. No? So 2022, the next petition started. We categorized them into qualified and qualified posts, and then further petitions were filed. So this is still in court. It's been dragging for a very long time, draining efforts and resources. But this is still in court, and they don't seem to have come to any. We don't think we'll reach to a verdict very soon. So the protest is another form of addressing the issue.
Sorry, 2024 day last year government order establishment no to order was a government service grade 1 to grade 4 day kon 2 साल तो काम करिसे itu hangi tala qualification gan tala duty han saina verify guna kom ge regular ko pare regular kuri guna order ta so aro screening committee ni form guna as a government ra to sob department kan la employees kan to contract employees kan 2 साल काम करे kan la documents kan itia verification process ti jasu to itu bi tan 2016 la to ban of contract appointment la to base guna banana ase to tan nijo kina na duita order to bypass ko paro sa do na 2016 de 06016 to ban of contract appointment ase itu la hisab te aro eta order relation last year kon government service to 2 साल ऊपर होइसे तान गिला documents kan ta la performance kan sagila regular go lage kan do regular gudi na government na order diche to utu base ra committee set up korise committee do ite report to present gona to government ye to kina hona itu special case ekta itu honge achanak purpose creation guna regular go itu kita bi holi no to Our budgets में आगे देखो निश्चित इतु पारिशुगले अलग डिपार्टमेंट का भी लाइन दे से इतु बेस करेना सब रेगुलर हो जाओगे ला our minister is saying that 2 साल 20 साल का काम पूरे हान लगता है we are not demanding the termination or the itu han 10-15 years काम पूरे हान की क्वार्टर दुमान 2016 पिछी दे appoint पूरे हान वासो तला कान दे जो कुछ है दूर में से वही और माजी हुले grow ताही की कुले से कोडी we will do what we can.
Directly call WhatsApp circular in support of 147 contractual appointee. I don't know how far it is true, but if it is true, okay. The order is also, I think that is a dangerous move by the government side. Instead of doing justice, it's like they're adding fuel into fire. So I just want to remind the government, don't play with the innocent life of our students. They don't know they are innocent, so don't play with their life. And also, at the same time, I request the students, don't join that protest. Instead, join us. We are fighting for you. We are fighting for your future. Actually, we are making ways for you. So instead of joining your enemy, join us. It will be a beneficial one. That's a message from our side. And at the same time, we also once again appeal all the right-thinking citizens, parents, and all the aspirants to come and join us so that we will achieve our demand will be addressed.
Si moi padishna bishi sal kam growing itu mo masu na mami manu se tandu man sal serve buje thik ase aro mami government law order ta thaki bole do law landed eso na to government law order hisab te man mani so government bai order disu June 2016 pichi do backdoor appointment na kuru de na tambe order disu to kutu base te man basu itu la pichi de appointment rando NPC de pathai. At the same time, tam teach kuri thegi ki college se teach kuri thegi ulibi taiga la post to NPSC de pathai ni aro kitya advertise ko exam dina exam ra hamra to post ki pai no it is de there are a good number of people who are appointed after 2016 hardly chata pasta post lai it do nearly 70-80 posts 2016 pichidi na it's nearly 80 rough progress it one advertise kule kimman benefit ho manu.
Okay, so I would like to add to that, stating that there are 78 candidates before 2016 and after 2016 it's 69. Then out of all those candidates, 31 candidates are unqualified. Then only 3 have advertisement. So even the contractual post, they put it out for public advertisement, right? I myself applied for it in 2016 because it was advertised. I flew down from Delhi to apply for the post. So out of them, only 3 has been advertised. Okay, so here the argument is the basis of mode of appointment. Okay, so the first demand is to revoke the notification, 17 notification. So that is there. So their appointment, the regularization is to be revoked, whether it is before or after 2016. Okay, but then after 2016, there should be termination because the OM clearly states that there should not be any contractual appointments after 2016. Okay, so it's up to the government to decide how to go about, but it includes all of them. When we say revoke the notification, it includes all of these people, but then termination is of these 69 candidates after 2016.
Public should not, public can do confused now like this. Students can academic career effect ko na bose wo tangi do ulai di bono na moi bar bose uli tan service te teach ko thai na uli wo tu khala post to NPSC de pathai ni aro kite exam ro tan bi diule paro do ina rida kite to post fill jo kom NPSC wa ji to ki ti tu eso nole exam students can get effect ko to so propaganda as message na.
This press conference that we have asked media to hold is regarding the interview of the Honorable Higher Education Minister in his interview with Global Window. We wanted to respond to some of the comments that he has made on the media. So we will start with the issue of the backdoor appointment, the term backdoor appointment that he questioned. Our definition of backdoor appointment is that if any public appointment is carried out without an open advertisement, it is referred to as a backdoor appointment. That is how we understand it. However, they have repeatedly stated that it's not backdoor appointment. So we would also like to know, how do they define backdoor appointment? What is their definition of backdoor appointment? Yeah. Okay. Then the next point that we want to address is that the issue of special dispensation. He mentioned about the issue of special dispensation for these regularized employees. So the special dispensation, it can only be applied to employees who have been recruited through the legitimate appointment, that is through the NPAC-CAC or through an open advertisement, in which none of this have been done. Okay, so this is above the law. So we want to question if the minister thinks that he is above the law. Okay? Now, if a special dispensation in higher education is done now, then there is chances that another special dispensation can happen in the future also, and in other departments. So that is something that we're concerned about. Then, unethical nature. Okay, with regard to the unethical nature of the protest that the minister has mentioned, we agree that we went beyond the time limit, but it was because of the lack of response from the concerned authority. We were waiting for them to come and address us. They did not come. So we waited until they turned up. However, the whole protest was peaceful, and therefore I think there is some ethicality in the fact that we maintained peace throughout the protest, and in the end it was amicably solved. We negotiated with the administrators, and the administrators also agreed to our demands. Okay, we had a negotiation, and so it was amicably solved. So I think there is no unethical nature there. Then the minister also talked about collateral damage. Now, when he's talking about collateral damage, he's only citing for one party. What about the aspirants? This absorption and regularization of the contractual employees, it compromises with both the future of the aspirants as well as the students in the college. So he should reconsider this statement. Then regarding the sanction posts, the minister stated that they have not taken any sanction posts. But if these posts were not sanctioned, then how were they regularized? They were very immediately created and regularized. So this bypasses certain protocols. It takes time to create posts and recruit them. So it violates the very essence of recruitment that is done through meritocracy and open advertisement. Then most of the protesters, they are highly qualified and PhD holders. All the qualified aspirants, they do not fall under their jurisdiction.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapu viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.